Welcome, Hope Zvara here. I'm going to take you through a great plank series focusing on core stability and core strength. When we think about the core, we're not just thinking about the front abdomen. And in all reality, if we only focus on the front of the belly, we can actually be doing damage and harm and setting up our spine for some major vulnerability and injury later on. We have to start thinking about our core as 360 degrees top to bottom. That also incorporates the pelvic floor. So when we think about the pelvic floor, there's this activation aspect rather than this kind of space here. If you would pull up a pair of pants, if you would pull up a pair of pants, you are drawing up that energy, and we're doing the same thing with the pelvic floor. So the pelvic floor is a part of the core, not separate. So I like to use the word pelvic core. That incorporates all the pelvic muscles as well as that core stability. A lot of people like to think about the core as all the way up to the chest muscles. Now definitely there's muscles up here that are definitely a part of stability and definitely necessary. However, many of us will start to overuse the pectoral muscles to compensate for the core. So not to discount anybody's words of wisdom, I'm just going to talk about the core as pretty much the transversus, and then moving out from there, internal, external, oblique, multifidus erectors, and also then looking at that rectus abdominis pelvic floor. That way we're staying more below the bust line, and then seeing that everything is an extension of the core. Absolutely, chest muscles, trapezius, bicep, tricep, legs, glutes, but really thinking about an inside out versus an outside in. All right, let's begin. We're going to start with some planking. Coming down to a tabletop position. My wrists are going to be under my shoulders, folds of the elbows are forward. Now notice your hand firmly planted into the mat. You want to make sure your palm isn't cupping off the floor. Really push through the pointer finger and thumb, and then all the knuckles on the hands. Sometimes it's a matter of just shifting your body weight a little more forward, and you can feel the weight in your fingertips. Step back with the feet. Now draw your legs together for this version. Folds of the elbows forward, no hunching or rounding. Keep the length of the upper back nice and strong. Now as the inner thighs engage, pelvic floor engages. As we engage our pelvic floor, from your pubis bone to your navel point, you're feeling this nice deep contraction. Now when we think about contraction, it's not sucking in or hollowing. It's more of a stiffening or a co-contracting. What that means is the body stays in pretty much its natural shape. So we're not getting skinnier, but it's really starting to become firm. Think of a boxer. They're firming their belly ready and down right where they are, or you're gonna hunker down for a big windstorm. Your core is firming. Sucking in will not give you that stability. And as I press down through the arms, just making sure you're not hunching, overusing the strength of your upper back and chest. Keep that area nice and long. Let's go a couple more breaths here. Inhaling through the nose, press through the finger line. Exhaling through the nose, shoulders are back. Now using your toes, push. So inhaling, pushing forward. I'm coming forward of my wrists. Exhale, sliding back. No hinging with the hips. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Keep the folds of the elbows forward. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Let's go 5 more. Inhale, 5. Exhale. Try not to let your pelvis sag. Inhale, 4 and exhale. Inhale, 3 and exhale. Inhale, 2 and exhale. Last one, inhale and exhale. Knees go wide, sit back on your heels. Really exaggerate the sitting back of your hips and the length of the spine. Palms pressed to the mat. Breath moves deep. All right, inhale, come back up. Through tabletop, rise again into plank. But this time, we're gonna open the feet as wide as your yoga mat. We'll work a little bit with definitely some oblique stability. On the inhalation, minimal shift in your body weight. Extend your right arm forward. On now rolling open, you're gonna come into a nice side plank. So my feet are staggered. Now exhale, you're gonna roll into that one arm plank. So exhale, square the body or arm out like an airplane. Inhale, roll open. Exhale down. And inhale, open. Exhale down if you need to. Take it to the knees. Inhale, open. 2 more for 5. Exhale down. And inhale, open. Definitely some good shoulder strength. Last one, exhale down. And now move back. Downward facing dog. Arm reaches like a tail. Hold and breathe. Thighs are strong. Hips are moving back. Arm releases to the mat. Forward into plank. All right, I'm going to turn backwards. Normally I don't turn back to the camera, but you can see from a back view, which is nice. Feet are open, max distance. Inhale, turn open. We'll start from side plank this time. Exhale. Breathe out. Nice job. Inhale. And exhale. Relax your shoulders. Square the body down. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. 2 more. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, let's open. And exhale, roll into plank, back into down dog. Take that small step up, fold to the base elbows, trying to turn forward to help keep your back muscles working. Shake out the head. Inhale, release the arms to the floor. Exhale, knees to the mat, devotional or child's pose. Breathe out. Inhale, rise up. All right, nice job. Let's keep moving. Back into plank position. Fingertips wide, roll the toes under, lift the knees. Let's roll into side plank now. Inhale, roll to what would be your left palm. Right arm is going to come up. Now you have a couple options here. Option 1, you can stagger, or stack, sorry. 2, you can stagger the feet. Or 3, take the top foot to the floor. The knee on the mat won't work for this one. If you're having wrist issues, come down to the forearm. So with the forearm, the fingertips will be facing me though, not towards the headline or the top of your mat. So just make a note of that. So fingertips are wide, fold of the elbows towards the top of the mat. For me, it's my window. And let's bring the body into side plank. Arm opens here momentarily, and then hand to the hip. A lot of shoulder girdle stability, a lot of oblique strength. Inhale, hip dip. Exhale, I'm lifting with the strength of my core. 1. Nice inhale, and exhale 2. Keep breathing. Inhale if you need to. Be here. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Last one, stay with me. Inhale and exhale. Roll into plank. Downward dog. Exhale. Inhale back into plank. All right, I'm going to turn the other way so that you can see me. Roll into side plank, Vashisthasana. Top hand to the hips, stay open and stacked. Where my eyes go, my body goes, so look forward if you can. Here we go, inhale, exhale. My lower oblique is lifting me with the accompaniment of the strength in the shoulder. Exhale, 2. Inhale, notice how I'm lifting my hips a little bit higher than neutral. This is 3. And exhale, this is 4. Nice job, inhale. And exhale, 5. Roll into down dog. Breathe. Try not to sit in the shoulders, but keep the rib cage lifting and lengthen your hips back. Knees to the mat, sit back on your heels. Again, devotional. As you rest in devotional, exaggerate the hips pushing back and the arms reaching, shoulders relaxing. Nice job. One more breath. Excellent. Inhale, bring yourself upright, 2-to-1 ratio. So we've done some things side to side. We're going to go back to that plank where we rolled into the reaching plank and open into the side plank. We're going to go back into the lift and lower. Understand that 2-to-1 ratio does not have to be equal. So you might only be able to do 2 this time. Or you might need to make a variation change depending on how your strength is. Notice that just doing a little bit on that weaker side will bring that weaker side up to the strength of the stronger one. All right, let's begin in plank. Fingertips wide, feet are open to the width of the mat. We're going to work into that rolling open motion. We'll start inside plank. Inhale, open, feet staggered. Exhale, drop the shoulder back. Inhale, open, and exhale. Inhale, this is 3. If you're making it to 3, awesome. Exhale, drop the knees if you need to. Inhale 4, and exhale. Inhale 5, and exhale. Downward dog. Breathe. Hand to the floor, inhale, knees to the mat, exhale, we'll give you a break in between. Inhale, back up into tabletop. Roll the toes under. It's a fine plank. All right, let's roll into side plank. Inhale, rolling open. Hand to the hip. If you need to, stagger a foot to the floor. Going 5 times. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Nice. Inhale, 2. Exhale. Don't worry about going all the way to the floor. Inhale, 3. If you're going halfway, awesome. Inhale, 4. Exhale, lift. Last one, inhale, 5. Exhale, lift. Hand to the mat. Downward dog. Breathe here. Shake out the head. Let go of any tension. Smile for me. Inhale, drop the knees to the mat. Exhale, devotional or child's pose. As you rest here, really try to relax the body. Breathe heavy and open into the back muscles. And just really try to relax the shoulders, neck, head, face, and eyes. Let's take 2 more breaths. Now inhale, slowly roll up. Awesome work. Come to the center of your mat. And just take a moment here, roll out the wrists. If you'd like to extend the left arm, keep the left arm straight. Draw back on the top of the hand. Reach out through the wrist, almost like you're like Spider-Man. And then do the same thing with the opposite one. Extend, fingers turn down. Hold the top of the hand, not the fingertips. Relax the shoulder, fold of the elbow turns up. Nice breath here. And then open and close the hands. Knowing that for many of us, our day-to-day activities do not incorporate a whole lot of wrist stability and also a 90-degree angle. I call it the pizza platter hand. So working with planks is incredibly beneficial for the wrist and forearm strength and stability. Keep up the good work. For more information, visit my website, hopezvara.com. Check me out on Facebook, Hope Zvara, for Functional Fitness by Hope Zvara. I also have a personal webpage which I post daily inspiration at Hope Zvara. Feel free to send me a message. I'd love to hear from you how these website or videos are helping you, blog posts are helping you. I definitely want to know how your progress is going and how else I can maybe serve you. From my heart to yours, from my soul to yours, work on those planks. Namaste.